Today I'm going to explain and demonstrate how to start a conversation with someone new. By the end of the video, you'll be able to confidently speak to anybody you'd like. Before you speak to someone new, the most important step is to build the confidence that you need to talk to somebody new. Maybe you already have it, and if you don't, here's some steps you can take to build that confidence. So, if you don't have confidence, some of the best things you can do to build your confidence is to do things like hit the gym. Because if you're like a small, scrawny guy, it's hard to be confident when you're around other people who are maybe more intimidating and stuff like that. Another thing you can do is sleep more. Because when you've slept more, your brain is more well-rested. You can think so much more clearly. You can think with reason. Unlike when you've slept for 3 hours, you don't have any of that. You can see a therapist, because if you're someone with no confidence, just talking about it to people can actually improve it. And eating healthier, because food for thought is food for confidence. So after you've built the confidence to actually talk to people, you need to decide what you're going to talk about, right? Because it's not very easy to start a conversation with somebody when you have no idea what you're going to talk about, especially for people who had to build up the confidence, right? They probably aren't going to be able to do all that stuff on the spot. But some things you can decide to talk about with people is, maybe you want to find out how old they are, how they're doing. I don't know, there's a lot, right? Here's some more examples. Okay, so some more interesting things you could talk about. A big popular thing that everybody can relate to, I guess everything too, but is the weather. Because everybody has to go outside. You go outside when you're going to work, when you're going to school, whatever. I don't know who you're talking to. Maybe they're adults who have a job. Speaking of which, if they have a job, maybe you work with them, ask them what their job is. You can talk to them about it. Weather. Ask, it's nice weather we're having, isn't it? Maybe they agree with you, maybe they don't. Right? You can build off of that too. Interesting TV. If they answer a show that you watch too and you know about, you can build off that too. Hobbies. You have the same hobby as them, you can build off it. Say, hey, do you have any hobbies? Hello, do you have any hobbies, right? Occupation. Again, do they have a job? Do you have the same job? We don't know if you have the same job. Do you have a similar job? You can talk to them about their job. Very easy to make long conversations about occupations, right? Food, everybody eats food. Everybody has a favorite food. Everybody can talk about popular foods. Everybody knows what spaghetti is like, right? Everybody can talk about spaghetti. Birth date, a little personal, right? You don't want to know their birth date. Some personal information right up front. Maybe they'll share it with you. Maybe you have the same birth sign, right? Maybe you're both Geminis. Something to talk about. And clothing, right? Compliment their clothing. Maybe you also wear short skirts. They wear short skirts, you wear t-shirts. Talk about it, right? So that's all. Okay, now that you've decided what you're going to talk to them about, you need to decide how you're going to greet them. You want to ask them how old they are. You can't just do that to someone. Say, how old are you? Random stranger, not going to work. You have to say, hello, how are you? They respond, then you say, how old are you? Okay, you can't just upfront say, how old are you? And a lot of the questions that we use as an example, you can't just say them to people, right? A very, very, very important thing when you're greeting people is deciding how you're going to greet them based on how they look. Now, I know they say don't judge someone, don't judge a book by its cover, right? But it's kind of a good idea when you're greeting people that you don't know. You see they're wearing, a flannel, long sleeve shirt, straw hat, big baggy jeans. It's a farm girl. You love farm girls. You say, howdy, how are you? And you can just choose the appropriate greeting technique for each kind of person. Maybe it's someone who's pretty suburban. You say, yo, how are you? And if you really can't identify them, you can't stereotype them, just say, hi, how are you? That's honestly the most reliable greeting. Hi, how are you? It seems like you're a caring person when you say, how are you? Because you actually care about how they're feeling. Maybe you don't. Maybe you just want to get some information out of them. Maybe you want to become their friend. I don't know. But hey, how are you is the best one to people you don't know. So the next step is exiting a conversation. You know how to start one, you know how to feel one, but you don't know how to get out of one, right? Generally, the most reliable way to get out of a conversation is to lie. Say, hey, getting a call from mom, I need to go. She's probably here to pick me up. I don't know why she's here, but I can't talk to you anymore, so it's time to go. Thank you for talking to me. That's what you say. Or you could say, hey, I've got to do something. I've got class now, I've got soccer practice, right? It doesn't really matter, but lying is a great way to get out of a conversation. Okay, maybe you don't want to lie. There's a lot of ways to accommodate that. You could simply say, hey, it was nice talking to you, see you. Maybe they ask, hey, why are you leaving? I still want to talk to you. You can be brutally honest and say you don't want to talk to them anymore. Or that's where the lying comes in, you can go back to lying. But typically when you say to someone, hey, I've got to go, or nice talking to you, they won't question it and you're done, you know, you can just leave. So that's it. You have so many skills now watching this video. You've learned so much already. Now that you have these skills, you can go out and greet somebody. But we're going to demonstrate to you exactly how it's done, what it's like put into practice. So here you go. So for our demonstration, I'm going to use the greeting technique of, hello, how are you? For fuel for the conversation, I'm going to use, what's your age and potential hobbies? And for the exiting technique, I'm going to get a call from my mom, lying. Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. I'm doing great. How old are you?
17.
17.
Yes.
I'm not 17. How many hobbies do you have? What kind of hobbies?
I do gymnastics and horse riding. So, not very many.
All right. Getting a call from my mom now. Thank you.
Okay, yeah.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
Good.
How old are you?
I'm 15.
50. Any hobbies?
I play the banjo.
The banjo. I also play the banjo.
Wow.
What's your favorite chord on the banjo?
G.
G? Major?
Yes.
Hey, I'm sorry, I'm getting a call from my mom now. Gotta go.
I understand.
Hi, how are you?
What the heck? Hello?
How old are you?
I'm 14.
14. What grade are you in?
Grade 10.
14 in grade 10, you're really young. Anyways, what kind of hobbies do you have?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't really have
That's fine. Hey, I'm getting a call from my mom now. Sorry, I've gotta go. Thanks for talking.
See ya.
Great job. You learned so much so fast. You saw our demonstrations. Obviously, some demonstrations go better than others. But there's one thing you can be sure of is a good idea. And it's to subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Need to record that.
HD.
Hashtag. Don't XD.
Don't XD, and please snap. Please. Triple double bass.